Hi there. This video is gonna be about um, using oboro for the Faceworm instance. A few months ago I posted a video about soloing the Faceworm instance with my oboro. Since there's no more and since there's not enough content out there for oboro, I'm gonna explain about the skills used for the instance and the gears that you should be using. First of all, to go to the Faceroom instance, you have to go to this event teleporter. Go in there, go up here and talk to this cat. Do the cat quest. That's very easy. It's just paying him 50k and then he'll send you to this map and you have to talk to this cat. Now, to this cat you have to select let's do this. So he'll send you to another map and you talk to another cat. And choose to the other one. He will send you to the new world map. Just click on dimensional device. It will send you to the map where you can go to the NPC to access the phase one instance. Now, very important, you have to be level 140 minimum to be able to enter. Just talk to this guy and he will give you access to the instance. Now, for the skills that you need for the instance, it's first of all flaming petals. This is mainly the skill to kill the MVP. It gives 90% damage of the caster's magic attack per petal casted. You can spam this thing on the MVP and you should be able to deal around 1 to 1.4 million damage per cast and you can spam it. The other skill that you need is Exploding Dragon. This skill specifically it's for killing all the monsters on the instance to be able to get to the MVP. All the other skills are the only ones that you need for other instances, but not for the Faceworm, are the Freezing Spear and the Snowflake Draft. Here, as you can see, the Snowflake Draft, it says at level 5 it gives 350% magic attack, but that is wrong information. At level 5 it should be doing the same of Exploding Dragon, that's 900% magic attack. That is for the first job skills, mainly Flaming Petals and Exploding Dragon. Now for the second job, you only need the Fire Charm. It says you can summon up to 10 spirits and your weapon changes to fire property once you succeed in summoning 10 spirits. It uses 1 Fire Charm. Then you need 16th Night. I recommend this at level 3 because once you activate this at level 3 it has the same it lasts as the same cooldown as of the skill. So once the skill is over you can recast it. If you have level 5, the length of the skill will be shorter than the cooldown. So if the skill is over and you press again 16 Night to cast it again, You will just override, but it won't. You won't be able to cast it again. Pure Soul is a very important skill. If you are getting hit, you just use it and you start recovering 10% HP and 5% SP. Very important. Now the MVP of the skill list for this instance is this Illusion Shadow. It creates a Shinobi clone, and if you do it right, the MVP will attack the clone. So you have chance to start spamming Flaming Petals. If you're gonna use Distorted Crescent, make sure you have Flip Tatami. This is to control your SP. Let's say for the Distorted Crescent to give you a buff, your SP ending SP should be even. If it's odd, it will debuff you actually. So right now, if I use Tatami, it will be 2742. So if I use Crescent, uh, right now that happened. So now I have a debuff. But if you make it end in even SP, then you get a very good amount of magic attack. Well, that's it for the skills. Now I'll tell you where to buy the necessary items for the oboro right now. Go to Eden, go to the second floor, talk to Mail Annex Station, send me now, go over here. This tool dealer has almost all the items you need for all characters. For oboro you just need the Flamestone, it's 150 Seni each, and the Charm Fire, which is very important to cast in the dungeon for more damage. The other way to buy this is to go to Amatsu, to where you became oboro, and buy it there. Now, for the gear for a fast run, you will be needing Faceworm Eggshell, which is very important. It gives a lot of damage for Faceworm Nest monsters. It's important to have a +9 to have more damage, because at +9 it gives 20% more damage plus the other increase that is before that. Like normally it gives 5%, then it gives 10%, so that's 15%, then 15% more, that's 30, and that's 50% at +9. Plus it reduces damage taken from Faceworm Nest monsters. Now the second thing you need is a sunglasses with Enganko card. Enganko card gives you 30% damage on poison monsters, ignores 30% defense of plant monsters. This second part you can just ignore it, you just need a 30% damage on poison monsters. And why sunglasses? Because you will be having this combo with Mob's card. It says sunglasses with Mob's card reduces damage taken from demi-human, human races, enemy by 2%, max HP plus 5% for every combined sum of 80 base, Ahi, and Beat. but the one that we want is this. Let's see. Magic attack plus 120 for every combined sum of 80 base, int, and dex. To give you a lot of boost. You can see I have 0 here. It give you 360 more magic attack when you have 120 int and 120 dex. Now the other gears that's very important for this instance is this sexy item, Shinobi Sass H. It says requires level 100, magic attack plus 5%, ASPD plus 5%, reduces the global delay of skill by 5%. Now this is the important part. Well, it says increases magical damage on shadow property target by 4% per level of illusion bewitch, illusion death, and illusion shock. That means if you have all three at level 5, you will be having 60% more damage to shadow. Now, it says increases the damage of exploding dragon by 10% per level of flaming petals. That means at level 10 it will be 100 more percent. If you have Mapka card, you will get 20 more percent. So that's 120 for 2 of these. In other servers, I think you can only use 1, but right now in International Draw Chaos you can use 2 of these. This is mainly to kill all the monsters before the MVP. Once you get to the MVP, you should be switching to Magician's Gloves. Why? Because first, it gives 5% more damage with all the properties, Water, Earth, Fire, Wind, and Ghost, and reduces variable casting time of skills by 10%. And the most important part is bypass 50% of hard magic defense of all races. And you can use 2. What that does mean? You'll ignore 100%. Same, use Makka card for more damage. If you have for Fallen Angel Wings, use it. And have a Nightmare Ancient Mummy card. It is a very good card because for more refined rate of the Flaming Angel Wings, Falling Angel Wings, you will deal 3% more damage per refined rate. I have it at plus 13, but I've seen people with plus 15 or more, so they deal more damage. For enchantments, aim for 7, 6, 6, 6 or 7, 6. Well, the highest enchantment you can get. You will have your reduced barrel casting time and have more magic attack. If you have Devil Worshipper shoes, it helps a lot too. It says gives more HP and SP and magic attack plus 2%. It gives 2% more for 5 property magical attacks on targets. If plus 5, you get 7% more, and 3% more, and 3% more for 5 property attacks. If plus 7, it gets 10% more and 5% more of magic attack, and 5 property attack 5% more. It gives a lot of boost, so it's very important on this dungeon too. Now, for the armor, the Samael dress is very important if you want to deal more than 1 million damage. It says, first of all, it gives you holy property. It gives you resistance to knockback effects. At +7 or above increases physical and magical damage to plant monster and insect monster by 10%, and damage to holy and poison property monster by 10%. So at +7 for this instance, it will give you 20% at +7. Now at +9, it says 15% more for plant and insects, and for holy and poison, so that's 30% more. And at +12, it gives 15 and 15 more. So that's a lot of increase in damage. Now then, for the weapons, I use Kuroi OS. Basically, I use this for the enchantments. This Kuroi is for basically shadow and undead enemies, but it works for the enchantments on this instance. Aim for poison and large enemies. And for cards, you should use Pinguicula cards that give 10% more damage for insect race targets. If you have MVP cards for overall races, just use that, like Selling Kimi card or Time Holder card. Those are better than this, but well, normal people don't have that unless you invest a lot of time and money on playing. Use 2 of these. And you should be good for the instance. I like to use this muffler before the MVP with Devlin card. The Devlin card reduces neutral property attacks by 50%. Why I chose Devlin? Because this monster hits very hard, even with the Faceworm actions. Now the other part of the Mysterious Muffler that I like, besides that gives a lot of HP and SP, is that it gives you clocking level 3, which you should be using on the 3rd map of the instance, because if you use clocking there, the X won't spawn. It's a plus. And the increased movement speed. Now if you have shadows, it will be very good. Let's see, the shadow shoes, if you have it at +10, it will reduce a lot the skills cooldown of the illusion shadow. It says reduces cooldown of illusion shadow by 2 seconds. For every 2 refined level, reduce skill cooldown of illusion shadow by an additional 1 second. So it's in total 7 seconds that you are going to reduce, and it's very important because the MVP will kill the clone and you have to recast it again. So, quit. Oboro Shadow, this is mainly 40 damage. It says increases damage of Flaming Petals, Freezing Spear, Windblade by 20%. For every refined level, increase damage of Flaming Petals, Freezing Spear, Windblade by additional 5%. So at +10, it should be giving 50% more, so total 70%. If you have shoes on with the armor, it will give you 5% more damage, and it will reduce the illusion shadow skill by 3% more. So in total it will be 10% at 10 seconds less. Now for ninja weapon shadow, because you want the set for all the sets to have all stat plus 7 and 3% more HP and SP. Ninja weapon shadow, if you have it plus 10, will be very useful. It says ninja attack and magic attack 3%. Kunai explosion reduces skill downtime by 2 seconds. Ninja mastery, add magic attack plus 3 by the skill level. Refine plus 7. Add attack magic attack 3% and plus 9 4%. And the shield. The shield is basically for ignoring the magic defense, well, physical and magic defense of normal enemies. And with the combo, there's two combos. The ninja combo, with the shield it gives all stats plus 3 HP plus 2% magic max SP 2% and reduces skill reduction by 10 SP consumption 10%. And this other combo, so in total you have stats plus 10 and 5% more HP SP. For the shadow accessories, I'm using magical shadows, which is not that good, but it's what I have. It says max HP plus 10 per average level of the item, reduces the variable casting time skill by 1%. If level plus 7 or higher, reduces variable skill time of skills by an additional 2%. And the pendant, max HP 10 plus 10 for upgrade level of the item, max SP plus 50, if upgrade plus 7 or higher, max SP 1%. If you have all the combo, which I'm not using, it's magical shadow earring, pendant, and weapon. It should give you magic attack plus 1 for upgrade level. If the combined upgrade levels of all three that I mentioned are 23 or higher, it should give you magic attack plus 1%. I'm not using that combo because I have the ninja weapon shadow. Other people use almighty earrings and pendants. Those give plus 1 per refine rate to all stats, but that is very expensive. That's around like 30 billion each right now, or maybe 40 billion. So not all people can have it. For costumes, you can enchant the costume for, well, I have the middle costume with magic attack plus 1%. It's 1% more of damage. So that's basically it for the oboro. You just need flame stones and charm fires. Get some white grassy berry just in case you are lagging or you are hitting it too much and you can't escape. Very important that you use this skill, Shadow Clone. If you're in a pinch, you can always use it and run away. And if you want to see or if you haven't seen the other video of me soloing the Faceworm instance, you can check my other video. And that's it. Thank you very much. Hope this has been helpful.